she who bore the battle, those who put their lives on the line for this country. When they come back at a time that 20 veterans a day, every day in the United States of America, take their own lives, where 14 of those 20 were unable, or for whatever reason, unwilling to go to the VA and see that provider who could save their lives. When they come back to this country, we're going to make sure there is no wait time to see that provider that you need to see. The care that you have earned, that we all want to provide you. That there's a roof over your head and the ability to continue with your life and to continue to contribute to the greatness of this country. And if we really want to honor their sacrifice, and if we want to honor the sacrifice of every service member who's there tonight in Afghanistan in our 17th year of war, in Iraq, in Syria, in Yemen, in Somalia, in Libya, in Niger, then let's make this deal with one another. Before we start the next war, or renew the ones that we are in already, we should be able to answer these questions. What is victory? What is our strategy? Why do we fight and lose the lives of our fellow Americans and take the lives of others all over this world in this country's name? If we cannot answer those questions, then let's bring those service members back to this country, back to these communities. Let's end these wars together. For this, the defining immigrant state experience and story for cities like ours here or El Paso, Texas, where Amy and I are raising our kids. We know that immigrants, by their very presence, make us stronger, make us more successful, make us safer. But right now, if you really want to, we can free every dreamer from the fear of deportation by making them U.S. citizens right now. En este momento. Y también podemos compartir con los otros estados, con este país, con nuestros colegas en el Congreso. Si queremos asegurar nuestras comunidades, no necesitamos muros. Necesitamos tratar cada persona con respeto y dignidad, como merecen como humanos. And the wars that we fight in this country, a war on drugs, it has become a war on people, some people more than others. The largest prison population per capita on the face of the planet, which does not look like the population of this country. Some bearing the full weight of law enforcement, of prison time, of having to check a box on an employment application form saying that they've been convicted of a crime, making it less likely that they get hired. Some ineligible for Pell Grants to be able to go to college to better themselves, to do better for all of us in their lives. What if we decided that not only were we going to end the war on drugs, we would end the prohibition on marijuana and expunge the arrest records of everyone arrested for possession of something that's perfectly legal in most of this country right now. Whatever the challenge, we know that we are up to the test. If it's ensuring that this planet does not cook another 2 degrees Celsius, after which we lose it for the generations that follow. Whether it's making sure that in a state where it is legal to fire you for being gay, it's legal for us to deny you the ability to adopt a child out of the foster care system because of your sexual orientation. What if we were the state to decide that we were going to defend and fight for everyone's full civil rights, regardless of who you are or who you love? And what if, when we are talking about universal health care, we're also talking about the ability for every woman to make her own decisions about her own body? declares that she can do that. Let me tell you, many of us face real disappointment in a decision that our government made yesterday. But it cannot lead, must not lead to despair. It must renew the urgency that we feel about this moment of truth for us and for this country, about our opportunity to change the course and the direction and the fate of the United States of America, to ensure the next senator from the state of Texas will only confirm a nominee in a state where we are 50th in voter turnout, not by accident, but by design, where some, because of their race and their ethnicity, have been drawn out of their congressional district, a reason to vote, their very democracy, that we have a Supreme Court justice who believes in voting rights. That in this state, where we have failed to live up to the words written over the steps of the Supreme Court, equal justice under law, that we have a Supreme Court justice who believes in civil rights. And 45 years after Roe versus Wade was decided and became the law of the land, we have a Supreme Court justice who believes in women's rights. And at a time that there's never been this concentration of power and wealth and privilege in the hands of so few, where corporations have been equated to people and money to speech, and corporations are spending ever greater amounts seeking to purchase the outcomes of elections and legislation, we need a Supreme Court justice who will rule in favor of people, not corporations, people, not special interests, people, not PACs and super PACs, people every single day. Having visited every single one of the 254 counties of Texas, I'll tell you what, I've never been so inspired or so hopeful, never been so grateful for those of you willing to share your stories. Meeting backstage just now, students who had survived the school shooting in Santa Fe, mother who lost her child in the school shooting in Santa Fe, students who survived the shooting in Parkland, parents who lost their child in the shooting in Parkland. They remind us that we answer to no lobby, to no special interest, to no corporation, that we are here to protect the lives of our fellow Americans, whatever the political cost. And if that means standing up for universal background checks for each and every single one of us to save more of those lives, then we will do it. And I am grateful for their story, their inspiration, and their courage. 29 days left in this campaign. 2 days left to register to vote. And we've got deputized voter registrars all over the place tonight. For those about to register, we salute you.